Oh, it's you. Haha, good to see you there. Hey, today we're going to be talking about fast and efficient harvesting of sacrificial blood, souls, and everything else that comes with it. This is going to be a little bit longer video, but at the beginning, I'm going to get straight to the topic. And for those who like to stick around, I'm going to get some extra information and some tips that not many people know about. And when I make the videos, I'm mainly making for a PvP because if something works in a PvP, it definitely works everywhere else, is what I like to say. And this is what you need to get this sacrificial camp going. You need at least 2 sacrificial stones. I would say at least 2. You can make more than that, 3, 4, 5, whatever you like. I have a couple extra things, but you don't really need it. What you really need is these sacrificial stones, and you can find it in your construction hammer. You go to your crafting station, sorcery, and you can see it's not really that expensive, so you can make more than 2 easy. Once you got these sorted out, you can add extra stuff. You don't really need it, just if you want to, like this bench, and I'm not even gonna try to pronounce this. I'm just gonna call it bench. So you can add this bench or whatever else you like, but the main thing is the sacrificial stones and the flask. You need to have empty flask. Make sure you don't forget that, so bring it with you. Hope you got that figured out, because now we're gonna talk about the main part, the key of this video, and that is where and how to build this sacrificial camp. And of course, you're gonna find an NPC camp because that's what you need. You need trolls, you need NPCs. So you're gonna find an NPC camp that works for you and build as close to it as possible. So the closer, the better. And you can really build it out of anything. Like you can see, I built it out of sandstone. The cheaper, the better, especially on a PvP servers. Because when you start doing these grinds, you're gonna be doing them when it's not PvP time. Because you wanna be safe inside, right? You don't wanna have randoms blowing up your building and chopping your head off. Then you're gonna disable auto close on your doors. You don't want your doors to auto close. You wanna have control over it for a PvE and a PvP reasons. Because you don't want the trolls to get stuck on the door, because you're not gonna be dragging the trolls. You will actually be lurking them inside. Trolls gonna follow you inside the trap that we're making. And for PvP reasons, you wanna be able to escape and close the door behind you. Once you got that sorted out, you wanna come to your trolls, make sure they got everything set up. They got trenching. They don't have weapon because you want them to knock these trolls out. You don't want them to kill you. Make sure they got the food, everything else you need, whatever you feel comfortable with. But of course, trenching is the main thing. Reason why I like to do it with the trolls, because trolls do it way quicker and it's way easier this way. You can do it by yourself with a shield if you want to, but I strongly suggest having trolls for the faster, because this is the fast and efficient way to do so, right? So you want to have your trolls go in a corner. You're gonna tell them to chill. Once you tell them to stop, order them to stop, they're just gonna be waiting there. They're not gonna do anything unless you tell them so. So they're just gonna be there chilling while you're getting ready for what's coming. So now it's time to aggro trolls, right? You wanna make sure you're safe, check your surrounding, then you're gonna aggro these trolls. But because I play on a PlayStation 5, you know how Funcom is. They will probably never optimize this properly for a console. You're gonna make sure they aggro on you for the first time. It's gonna take a little bit of a time for the trolls to load you in. Once you got that out of the way, they're gonna be aggro and mad, and that's what you want. You're gonna sprint right back to your camp. You're gonna make sure they follow you. You got your doors open. That's the key. I use the doors for the archers sometimes, because archer gonna, let's see, he's gonna try to hit you. So I use the door as a shield. You're gonna tell your trolls it's a party time, and they're gonna knock this guy out in no time. It's kind of easy job for them. Then you're gonna go close the doors so no random walks into you, because it's a PvP server. You don't want no randoms walk after you and chopping your head off. You wanna make sure you're safe, right? You're gonna pick this guy up, put him on a table, and tell your trolls to go back in a corner so you can get ready for more of these, because this is pretty much what you're going to be doing. You're going to go back and aggro some more of the trolls, and now that you're low, then it's going to be easier. They're going to be way more responsive. You're going to get them aggroed pretty easy. That's an archer, so I'm going to use a shield to block that arrow, and then I'm going to run back right into trap, and they're going to follow you right in here. Once they're inside, you tell your trolls again, hey, it's time for a party, and they're gonna take care of it. You make sure you close your door because you don't want nobody to walk up on you and chop your head off, right? You can kind of help them with a shield, block a couple of these, pretty easy. You can see them kind of outside going crazy. Now you can tell your trolls to go outside, right? And they can go outside and follow some of these. You can knock them out. This is kind of one way to do it. You always want to make sure, because like I'm saying, this is PvP server. You want to be careful. So there's, see, there's a troll, but I think this is my teammate troll. He got lost somewhere. He's following somebody. But what you want to do, once you knock him down, you want to go inside, put them on the table. The ones that are unconscious, they're gonna be unconscious inside, so you don't really have to worry about that. Then you're gonna go back and close the door. Once you got all of that done, you're gonna make sure everything is safe and good. It's a PvP server. You wanna make sure nobody run up on you while you doing what you're gonna do. You're gonna close the window so somebody don't throw nothing inside, because it's gonna be time for you to perform a ritual. So pretty much this is extra. By now, for those who just wanted this information, this is pretty much it. The first, this is how you do it. From now on, this is extra information, some tips that I'm going to be giving away as we go. So you go here, and this is pretty much it. You just go here and you perform these rituals. And from now on, I'm not gonna be talking as much. I'm gonna let you guys see the whole process on how I farm these sacrificial blood and souls. And maybe I chime in a couple more times to give you some tips and point some things out. So enjoy.
want to cause trouble.
Your death will be as meaningless as your life. Crumbs, proxy balls.
Hahaha, that's crazy. Even though it's not a PvP time, right? The NPC that threw those explosive managed to knock down my walls. So gotta be careful, you know. And I gotta fix this. That it is what it is. Another tip I wanna give you guys is when it's PvP time. This is a good tip. When it's PvP time, I leave the doors open on my camp and I just empty all the tables. Reason why is because somebody come in my camp. There's no reason for them to waste explosive on a sandstone and whatnot. They really don't get nothing out of it. And I leave the door open. They just come in and they see there's nothing and they leave. But sometimes, and this is funny, sometimes people will use my camp for their ore, like they will sacrifice their own and they will start farming in my camp. And sometimes they forget. Like sometimes I come back to my camp and there's like 5 or 10 pieces of a sacrificial blood or souls because some random dude was using my camp. So that's kind of that's kind of fun way to get a couple extra pieces from a randoms. So there you go. That's one of the tips. And there you go. You guys can see easy way to farm sacrificial. Look at this easy way to farm sacrificial blood and a souls. Thank you guys for watching, and I see you in the next one.